Yo, yo. What's cracking, Godfrey? You got to unmic yourself, my G. Nothing like,
Now you can hear me.
hey, there he is. What's up, my guy?
Well, I've got my headphones, and as you can tell, I'm wearing a special headset. No, I'm not an air traffic controller. Come in, and as you can see, it's an expert headset.
Sorry about that. We had a door issue and an older dog that seems to be a pain in my butt every time I'm doing a podcast nowadays.
Yep.
What's cracking, everybody? Hello to everybody in the chat. Good evening to all. I just got done doing a dry scoop of creatine. A little
Dry
chalk,
scoop of creatine?
a little chalky in the mouth. You didn't catch that, Godfrey, right before the show
Is
started?
that what that was?
Mm-hmm.
Don't they have gummies? Don't they have creatine gummies now?
Here's the thing, man. I usually have the tablets, little pills or whatever in the cases. But Costco had a sale for this stuff. It was a really good price. I'm like, let me try the powder again. Not a fan of the powder, never have been, because it leaves that kind of like chalky residual stuff, when you drink it. I usually supposed to drink it with a bunch of water, 8 ounces, something water, just mix it up in there. But it never mixes up. It's always just in there floating in the water, So like I just turned savage. I just take a little 5-gram scoop it up, pop it right in the bottom of the mouth, take a swig of water, and just take 2 chugs, and it's all pretty.
You don't
much
have the. You don't
I'm
have the.
still dealing with some chalk. Let me swig this down real fast.
You don't have the. You don't have the swirly.
It doesn't work, bro. How stuff doesn't dissolve if you put it in like cold water. Iced tea mix, all that stuff back in the day. Nothing really ever fully dissolved. There's always some weird stuff left.
Well, I felt like that Cyclone one works pretty good, but you got to really, really shake it. You know what I mean? I guess you got to use a blender, really, if you want to do it.
For real. Shots fired right out the gate. I got done telling our guests backstage, I'm like, I'll take some heat on the pod every once in a while. So every once in a while, they're running and gunning for me. As of right now, 9:02. See if you guys can get me next week a little bit early. You're sleeping on a job over there, everybody. The cook has to start at 9:01 next week.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Godfrey's wearing that Call of Duty.
Is there any red? Is there any red dye 40?
In my creatine? No, my creatine's clean.
No red, no blue, no red.
It's probably not the cleanest creatine, I'll be honest with you. If I scanned it with the Bobby approved app, they'll most likely say, nah, you shouldn't get this one. You should get another one, but whatever.
Chris is snorting blue 40. All right, my dog. Damn.
I mean, listen.
I don't know.
We've created controversy here over at the Funkin Homies with our different food choices that we have in life, Godfrey.
Yeah, man. And you'd be surprised. I'm going to recruit ketchup lovers to come on the show, so I can plant more greers.
I had that photograph on my phone. I was going to put you on blast.
What, of eating ketchup?
Yeah, when we were wherever we were just at, and you were squirting a bunch of ketchup on whatever it was. I had to take a picture.
It was scrambled eggs. I don't feel like that's controversial. Listen, the thing about eggs,
it's less controversial than some of the other things you like to throw ketchup on, for sure.
All right, so the thing about eggs is someone was like, well, you can't do that to taste the flavor. Have you ever seen anybody make a chip that's egg white flavored? Maybe yolk flavored, but the yolk is the one that,
Listen, man, an egg has something like 45% absorption rate in the body.
But I'm not talking about. I'm talking about taste. I'm talking about taste.
Eggs are banging, bro. Hard boil me some eggs all day.
But you gotta have the yolk in there for it to be banging, right?
I'm an egg lover, bro. That's one thing I would tell everybody right out the gate. I'm an egg lover.
Dave, like, I understand you want ice cream cake, but how did that inspire ice cream cake as your choice? I don't understand. What did we just say? He's like, I heard eggs, and he's like, I want ice cream cake. My dude must be hitting a heavy if he's going.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to look at the correlation. I mean, creatine's got nothing to do with it. All the other things. I mean, maybe the or the blue 40. Yeah, the blue 40. Duh, Carvel. Bad. We just caught up. Sorry, David. We're running a little slow tonight.
Yeah, well, we gotta do our thing. We do our thing, but yeah, we are running a little slow tonight. We're getting terrorized by customers. Well, not really, but
I'll tell you what, man. I'll say this. I want to make a public service announcement to the world right now. You know what? Let me bring our guest in first. My guest can sit in on this one because I'm sure he might have something to speak on. But I want to introduce Minor De La Cruz, Mr. DLC himself. Bring him on into the game. Welcome to the show, my man.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Had the pleasure of meeting this fine young lad at SEMA this past year. We stopped by the old Thor booth where we actually had a pretty nice showing. But
Right.
you know, mine was nice enough to meet there. And then we went out to go see our friends over at Uber Detail for their Christmas party.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought we met him there too. Yeah.
I was gonna say you got a chance to meet the fam as well. So
Right.
you know, it's great to have you on the pod, man.
Yeah, you actually don't know this, but I actually saw you first at Rennie Doyle's party in Vegas.
Oh, get out of here. We showed up so late, man.
Yeah, I know.
Did Woodland big time you and not even say hi? Did he just like walk by?
We ain't know each other yet. Calm down, man. Calm down.
Still shorter than me, bro. But,
yeah.
You joining in on the gang now, bro? You fit right in. No, you fit right in, Minor. They're gonna love you already. Like, yeah, he's taking shots at Christian.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to be there earlier for the record, but you know.
No, listen, man. Things happen, right? It wasn't like we wanted to show up that late. We wound up walking. Let's not talk about walking around the block like 3 times trying to figure out where the joint actually was. So that probably took an extra 35 minutes right there. So we had a solid hour and 20 minutes when we got there, but by the time we walked around the block 3 times, we had like 35 minutes before it was over.
How do we get wait, no, wasn't that afterwards? Wasn't that
it was somebody following an app and someone was
No, that was afterwards. That was Phoenix EOD Aaron.
I want to say you were angry, or was it Phoenix that was angry?
No, it was Phoenix because he wanted to follow his app like a boomer. And I'm like, listen.
Yes, you're right. It was.
I was like, you are going this way.
It was.
And I'm going that way. And they're both symmetrically on the corner.
Yep.
So it's
Godfrey
the same thing.
You're right.
Godfrey and I was like, why don't we just make a right? It's right there. But he's like, no. I'm like, okay.
We went all the way around the whole stinking block because we had to go in the other way.
But that was
15, 20 minutes right there.
Yeah. Did they come with us? Were they with us?
No, I think they dipped when we got there. Him and Smurf dipped out.
Yeah.
To Aaron's credit, though, I believe it's because his foot was killing him, which I totally understand. You know what I mean? Plus, he's getting old. You know what I mean? He can't really hang with the younger guys like that anymore or whatever. You know, just so you know, Minor, we're talking about our boy Aaron over at Phoenix EOD.
Okay.
But yeah, so I didn't realize that I saw you that night. My apologies.
It's okay. No, I said what's up to you. You're probably a little turned though, so it's okay.
Damn,
I'm not.
It wasn't even that I was turned. I walked in and I never met Uni from Uber yet. We never met in person. So I walked in. When I walked in, boom, she was like, Chris, oh my gosh, boom, grabbed me, pulled me up to like the center where people were at and introduced me to this guy named Brian and then wife, you know what I mean? And then I got done with that and I ran into Christina.
And that's when I saw you and Christina. Yep.
And that pulled me because we never met each other in person, nor have even talked to each other like in over 5 years.
Man,
because I was like back when I was first getting into the game, trying to do things with the dealerships and stuff like that. I would flip them out towels and stuff.
Okay,
you know, so like I knew her or whatever. But she's like, Chris, I'm like, oh wow, you know, so that threw me off. And then before you know it, that night was over, dude.
Yeah,
we messed up big time. We should have been earlier.
No, that's cool. I actually won a cruise from that event, so I'm super happy for that.
For real?
Yeah, the You're Able cruise.
Damn.
I thought you were going.
Winter chicken dinner on that joint, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy too, dude.
For real?
Yeah, they're making fun of me. I'm the only one that signed a little ticket or whatever, the raffle ticket.
Shut up.
The only one.
Wow.
And I'm all chopping it up with everybody, and then I get my name super far away.
That's dope.
You're the only one in your group, or they're saying
no? He's saying like out of the prize buckets, no one put.
Yeah, so I went in with Malco, with the guys over from Malco, and they were like, "Oh, he's brand new. That's why he's signing this." And I actually signed it, and I won. So it was cool, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You got that beginner's luck, man. You know what I mean?
It really was that. So I was.
So what's up? Let's talk about a quick milestone that you guys just achieved over at the shop, man. It's a pretty big achievement.
Right. It's huge, man. Yeah, we're so grateful, man. We turned 1 year as of January, so it was pretty hectic. So yeah, thank you guys.
Congratulations,
your partners, just like yourself, one of the partners that we have on board, and we just gotta be grateful, man. So man upstairs.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't be possible without him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, for those that don't know, you opened your own shop up, right?
Yeah.
SoCal,
California, SoCal, right?
Yep. Yeah, year is a big achievement, man. You know.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Life's been kind of crazy the past year, so.
Did you guys hear the applause? The crowd?
I didn't hear it.
Godfrey, you're running late.
I know.
You running late tonight, boy.
Crazy late. Yo, can you hit these lights for me too, man? I'm getting like interrogated over here.
Give you a little something, dude.
Hold
Listen,
on, hold on.
No, listen, it's not even that,
Slapper
bro.
work?
Let me tell you something. Anybody who's went through this, you understand. I had to go through changing up a router this week.
Oh,
Dude, I'm talking like 30 different passcodes and things that I had to change. I got automations in the crib that still ain't working. Like, it's been just a nightmare. And I tried doing it on Saturday because I'm like, all right, cool. Like, it's the weekend and I'll be able to kind of like grind through this. I'm like 4 hours deep trying to figure out how to get my automated damn blinds.
Eddie said you're drawing. He says the router takes 10 minutes.
Of course he does, man. It's the same guy. You can't even get on the phone for 10 minutes if you wanted to. You know what I mean? Mr. Popular now. You can't even call the bull up and get a solid 30 from him no more. Once a week, I talk to him. Every time I talk to him, he's shaking the ground underneath the damn conversation I'm having with him, just doing all types of crazy shit. And I'm like, damn, man. Like, and he's like, all right, I got to run, yo. All right. Bye, bud.
Thanks, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. But nah, man, year's a big deal, dude. I want to say congratulations to you, dude. Obviously, anybody in the SoCal area, go down and check out my man. Mine are his people, bro, good people.
Yeah.
Year's a big deal. First year is the toughest year for any business.
Right.
Tenfold, bro. That's where you want to throw it. You're all like, yeah, gun ho, let's do this. And then like 3 months later, you're like, yo, what am I doing?
Right, right.
6 months later, you're like, okay, this could work. And then all of a sudden you get kicked again. And then like, you know, by the end of the first year, you're like, cool, we made it through the first year. I'm like, still able to walk. My shins are bruised up a little bit, but you know, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, right. Which I did suit you, right? Sophomore year, right?
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I know where the bathrooms are at now, you know.
Yeah. Yo, fire extinguisher. I don't know if you listened to the Renoso episode or whatever, but Mr. Paradise, man, had a fire right outside the shop and barely knew where the fire extinguisher was.
I
so
saw that.
Important.
That's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
That's important, man. You got to know that stuff. So no, I want to bring this issue up. Godfrey mentioned something about, you know, a potential customer situation we were dealing with today or whatever. Like, I can't stress it enough. Make a public service announcement right now. Like, I cannot stress this enough. Do not use Ozone machines, people. We care about you. We care about your well-being. We care about your health. We care about your car's interior. Do not use Ozone machines.
Right.
We're dealing
Plus,
with
they're straight trash. So, you know.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, people don't. I go through this all the time. People don't use them right. If you're going to use the Ozone machine, you have to set it up outside the vehicle. You got to vent it with one of those like laundry vent things or whatever. You got to cut a piece of foam, put a circle in it, and like jam that in a window. You got to put that on a bench outside the car, and you got to pump fresh air through the machine to turn into ozone to go into the car. Like, you don't put the machine inside the car and keep pumping ozone on top of ozone on top of ozone. That's why people get this burnt chemical smell, rubber smell, whatever. We're dealing with this guy right now. No name to be mentioned. Godfrey has spent a very decent amount of time talking to this cat. And
that's probably why I forgot my headphones tonight.
I would almost guarantee it is, because I've called Godfrey 3 times about it. Like, yo, bro, how many times we gonna talk about this situation? He's like, dude, I'm trying to work through it. The guy's just not paying attention to what I'm saying. But the reality is, this dude burned his car out with an ozone machine.
Wow.
Like, cooked it. You know what I mean? And wasn't happy.
I don't know. When people say stuff like, I could smell it on the side of my sunglasses, my brain says, danger, they're crazy, danger. You know, when they're saying
it's not even that. At that point, for me, right? If that's the case, it's like, yo, danger, dude. Leave your windows down in your car for 5 days straight. Like, that's the thing. That's like, of course,
blasphemous.
Yeah. He's just the biggest troll ever, bro. It's unbelievable. It's like, I wish I'm gonna talk to him about seeing how I can ban him from the episodes. But no, dude, it's been this like thing where it's like, I try to tell this guy, like I was telling Godfrey, like, you overcook him, you use a machine too much. It's an ozone machine inside the vehicle with the window shut, with the machine inside, like strong possibility you're leaving a really nasty
dude
smell.
He says, he's like, do you think if I put Arm & Hammer baking soda in the car, it'll make a difference? And I was like, no, dude, what is this? I'm like, then he brought up Lysol to me. I was like, honestly, if Lysol worked, you wouldn't even we wouldn't be talking right now. You know, and you know, I have a lot of patience, especially when it comes to customers. I've dealt with a lot of retail people over the years.
Yep.
And I'm just like, you know, at a certain point, I'm like, sir, can we stop running in circles here? Like, you know, and to me, he was like, you know, the customer service might be questionable. I was like, oh yeah. I said, would Arm & Hammer be texting you at 12 at night? I don't think so.
No,
Right,
that's the
right.
wildest part about it to me, right? Is like that literally we've been giving this dude like spectacular service, and he reached out like and went over Godfrey's helmet. You know what I mean? Like it's possible I could talk to like Christian, and like I'm fine with talking to somebody and having a conversation, but like Godfrey's been like doing a very, very, very good job of like trying to get this guy through the right process to like, hey, listen, like air your car out.
Yeah.
Use the minis on all the services. Use them in the steamer if you can,
Right.
and then you may have to put 2 of the vehicle kits in there to like reduce what you got going on in there because there's damage inside the vehicle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it
So
deteriorates the plastics.
yeah, I mean, well, his situation in particular, we think, is his spare tire because his whole car smells like rubber.
And rubber mats.
So like Ozone, and he's got rubber mats too. So Ozone does a really big number on like rubber seals and stuff like that.
Right.
So like I think his tire is cooked at least, and probably his mats are as well.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah,
Man.
so public service announcement. Don't use it.
Yeah, don't use it.
No, I mean we'll help you out if you do, but I mean this is a unique situation. I haven't dealt with.
I don't.
Yeah,
I said, yo, dude, did you happen to call a detailer and get a quote for this job before you decided to do it on yourself? And he's like, no, I just called him about an Ozone machine. I was like, so you expect me to believe that you just called up a detailer and didn't give you a quote and just told you about an Ozone machine? I was like, and then you went on Amazon and bought it. I don't believe for a second. Like that job would have cost $400 to $500 probably at a minimum. And this dude is being cheap. So I eventually started. I'm like, I started using words like frugal. And then I had to just use the full on cheap word. Eventually, I was like, "What are we arguing over here? $15?" You know what I mean?
Right.
It was tough because like you talk to someone, you try to point them in the right direction, right? So Godfrey was making a reference about, potentially going to grab a steamer. Pick this one up, whatever. And then the guy finds like a, cheaper steamer or whatever. And then Godfrey does his research because he's a very good dude. And he's like, listen, that one will hit the 200 degrees. The one I recommend is going to get you to 230. It may or may not make the difference, but in the situation that we're dealing with right now, it'd be beneficial for you to get every advantage you can get, right? Because the reality is your surfaces inside your vehicle could be heavily deteriorated on like that microscopic level or whatever.
Right.
You don't know if the foam's breaking down behind the headliner at this point. I mean, what year is the vehicle, Godfrey?
I think it's it was a Civic. I just know it was a Honda Civic and it's 5 years old.
Okay.
So I'm hoping he's not calling me about a spare tire smelling in his 1998 because I'm going to be highly upset if I find that out.
That's right.
Because I almost told him to sell the car. But I didn't go there. I was like, maybe it's time for you to sell the car. You know what I mean? Like that's where I wanted to go with it. Sell it.
Sure.
But whatever.
Listen, it's just, the process, like I said, most people when they use them, I always see any video I see or photograph I see or somebody talking about them. There's always a picture of it inside the vehicle.
Chris, you see this question right here about Ozone?
Yeah. So if you can look the information up yourself anywhere on Google, but if you type in like the dangers of using ozone in a vehicle, like there'll be a bunch of things that come up. I mean, rubber is one of those things in particular that has a tendency to break down.
You can't even buy them in Cali, right? I mean, or
no, you can't. People ship them in and stuff like that or whatever. But like my whole thing with them is this, right? Like, and like I'm not against something that works. There's just safer methods now, right? I mean, the biggest difference between our stuff and like an ozone machine, this isn't going to turn into a whole podcast breaking down like the differences or whatever, but we're a selective oxidizer, whereas an ozone machine is just an oxidizer, right? So an oxidizer is just going to go after and change everything in the air. Our product goes towards only things that aren't neutral, I guess is the easiest way to say it, right? So it's like perfume smell, dog smell, cigarettes, whatever, it'll neutralize them both. The level of removal that you get from using a kit really depends on what you're dealing with. This situation is like you had a machine inside the vehicle, like cooking and overworking, most likely with the door shut and the machine inside. That ironically is now causing you a really bad smell of rubber and I guess burning. What'd you say? It was like a burnt smell too, Godfrey?
Yeah. I mean, my thing is like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird this way, but like if I call someone and I seek out their advice and they're like, you have to do this and this, and I'm not going to go, well, can I try this instead of that outside the process? I'm going to be like, listen, that annoys me, but it's just like, what are you doing? Right. So that brings me to a question I want to ask you though, because you deal in the retail setting a lot, right? And you deal with detailers, correct? You got the storefront going.
Yeah.
I haven't been to your store, so
Not yet, my friend.
Yeah.
not
You
yet.
will. Though. You will.
You will.
We're
I
doing
will.
the
So
Cali tour. Mine promised me real good food too.
Oh yeah. Man.
nice.
Word.
I'm
We'll
down
get
with
some,
it.
my mom
You just
found
gotta
the
watch,
order.
or he's gonna disrespect you by throwing ketchup all over that shit.
No, that's not true. If your mom
mom's
makes
not
it, I
doing
won't
it.
even let you know if it's bad or good. I'll just say it's good if your mom makes it. I'll be like, oh, it's delicious. You won't even know the truth because I'll be like, yeah, it's great. It's great, But no, ketchup, that would be a later on conversation. But I wanted to ask you, when do you think it's time to fire a customer, right? Because I know you have a unique situation where, correct me if I'm wrong here, but
Right.
you can deal with detailers on, you're selling a product, and then you can deal with a retail customer that's a DIYer that comes in. So
right,
for you,
exactly, yeah.
what is your limit when it's like, you know what, it's time to fire this guy? Like, I don't want him here anymore. Have you had that moment?
Don't hold it against me, but I am too new to fire a customer, man. I take them
Okay.
all. But what I have known to come in clutch is to know how to diffuse the situation through proper education. We had a customer who was borderline, he was threatening me, man. He wasn't properly applying a coating on a wrap. And he was saying that it was my
Threatening you?
fault. Yeah, no, yeah, I promise. He wanted to fight me. And yeah, man.
The worst
I
kind
was
of people, bro.
It was the first time that has ever
Straight
happened
up.
to me, man. I promise you, bro. And the way I took it was, I'm like, look, bro, I'm not trying to screw you over, man. I'm blasted all over the place, man. People know where I'm at. We're open 7 days a week. You know where to find me. I would never do anything to try to scam
Right.
you, because he was saying I was scamming him. So I told him, look, man, I'm not, it's not really my job, but come on over and I will apply the coating for you in front of you. I'll show you how to properly do it, and then we'll find out to see what went wrong. And come to find out, he was not saturating the product or the applicator correctly, so he was streaking. Little things like that which we know we're in the industry, but somebody who's new, and he overlooked it. So I haven't yet fired a customer, man. I've just been educating them all. So,
yeah. You gotta pick your battles, man.
I will, yeah, soon. Well, maybe not, I mean, but yeah.
Listen,
now,
you want to hope for all good interactions, man. I had another situation going down I'm trying to work through today that I'm working through personally with. It's a work situation as well that I'm just like, man, I'm like looking up at the man, like, you tested me today, bro. Like, it's Tuesday. We're not supposed to be dealing with this bullshit on a Tuesday. It's a Monday problem. Why am I dealing with this today, man? Gonna be one of those weeks. But have you guys noticed things starting to pick up as far as the detailing season and stuff goes?
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, you kind of got four seasons, really, so you don't really slow down per se, right?
In the high desert, it's desert, so it'll be extremely hot and then extremely cold. 2.5 weeks ago it was really windy, and then it snowed in a certain part of our high desert, so we slowed down quite a bit. So
okay.
Right now it isn't the first good day that we feel like, oh man, people are coming out, they're looking alive, making moves. So yeah, so we're grateful for that.
Yeah, we're starting to see that as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, real fast, if you guys are in the chat, you guys hear the noise now? Gabri's on mute real fast. I want to see if you guys are getting that feedback you were talking about. So somebody post up in the chat. But yeah, dude, I feel like the same thing for us, right? Like this week, I felt like it's the first week things are really starting to kind of take a spin.
Right.
Going back up into that like spring season. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's always a time of year for me that gets me pumped up.
Right. I'm not even good with the cold weather, man. I think we were talking about that too. You guys are a different breed, man.
But bro, I'm telling you this. Me and Godfrey were very upset. We literally showed up to the Christmas John for Uber.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, dude, I'm like borderline cold right now, dog. Like, what's going on right now?
Yeah, well,
it's like 51 degrees or something like that.
Yeah,
and
like, cold,
bro, I had a t-shirt and a hoodie on, and I'm like, yo, it's kind of breezy out. Like, this wind is cutting through my hoodie. I'm like kind of uncomfortable.
Right.
It was wild. I couldn't believe it.
It's a little too familiar, right?
Yo, Cali blew my mind. That was the one thing where I was like, damn, because we were all excited, man. We got upgraded into like a Mustang. So like me and Godfrey are like cruising down the West Coast. I threw on like the West Coast station right away. NWA's on. And I'm like, yo, I'm in my zone right now. We're driving around. I feel like I'm playing San Andreas. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is fucking crazy. And then all of a sudden we started driving through all like the, I guess it's
Yeah.
sand mountains or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call them
yeah,
that you guys
yeah.
got all over the place. And all of a sudden,
Carbon, yeah. So,
it started getting cold as shit.
right.
And I'm like, yo, I got to put my hoodie on. It's like reached over in the back of the Mustang, threw my hoodie on, you know. I'm like, damn, what is this?
Well, you guys got the drop top or no?
Yeah, man, they upgraded.
Yeah.
They upgraded us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you want drop top? I looked at the guy from like, yeah, we can do that.
It's Cali.
You know?
It's Cali.
Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, man. I get to bang some West Coast hip hop and put the windows
Yes.
down and be cruising or whatever. You know, I
That's
stopped at a
right,
cool
man.
store you guys let happen or whatever. And it was it was a good time for me. I
Yeah, it
felt
was
like
cool,
Snoop.
man.
I felt like Snoop and the boys.
You go with your braids right now, man.
Mhm.
That's
For real.
funny, man.
I'll tell you one thing that blew me away though. I didn't know. I just seen this the other day. You guys changed like, I guess Newports aren't Newports in Cali no more, right? Like somebody said, like they're not allowed to sell Newports with menthol in them no more.
You know, but I don't smoke, man. I don't
Cat
know.
was just saying something on the Theo Vaughn podcast the other day. He was like, "Oh,
Oh,
these are
okay.
different though," because like Theo was like, "Yeah, I'll take one of them things," because like you
Yeah.
know, Cat was smoking on the pot or
Oh, see,
whatever.
so that's
And he was
the
like, "Oh, this is different than the ones that you're used to here or whatever. Like they don't let you do these no more." And I'm like, "No shit." And he was like, "Yeah, they took the menthol out or whatever." I'm like, "Oh snap!"
People are gonna start coming at you about the about that. You know, you're saying trying to eat clean, you know, and they're like, wait, what are you crushing on Newports, my guy?
It's not even that. It's not even that. I'm just making a point about the fact that menthols aren't in there. Like menthol is not in the Newport anymore. So anybody back in the day who used to hang out, was young, whatever. Like everybody knows, like you bang a Newport after drinking all night or something like that, or whatever, it give you the spins, whatever. You know what I mean? It was like this, like, whoa, damn, what the hell? People smoke this shit all the time.
Wow.
And I was just blown away that they took away that like staple piece of what a Newport was, you know.
So that's just here in Cali.
It's just in Cali. That's
Oh,
what
I'm
blew
not
me
surprised,
away.
man.
But
California,
I
I'm not
wasn't
surprised.
surprised either, honestly. You know, I got nothing against Cali, but you're a little crazy with your rules out there. You know?
I know, man. I know. It's hard. It's
Yep.
hard.
And yo, speaking of the smoking thing, just so everybody knows, I had seen this thing the other day. I'm sure you guys want to hear me preach right now. It's one of your favorite parts about listening to the podcast. There was this thing that said if you basically just exercise, you could exercise and smoke and still be healthier than a person who doesn't exercise and doesn't smoke.
Right.
Which I just thought was wild to even
Right.
hear. You know what I'm saying? In general, just what like
I need to see these controlled studies here because
Bro,
I
I'm
think
telling
that
you,
could
this
be
was like-
true.
this
I
was a
think it could be
dude.
true, but
This
I want to know
dude-
what kind of smoker they're talking about. Is
This
it your
dude was
is it your
he
mima?
was a nutritionalist that was 102 years old, dog, and he was more witty and with it than we are.
Okay.
I'll send you the clip. It's wild.
Yeah. So,
All right, so
Wild, dude.
that could be
My
true,
algorithm is
but I will tell
wild.
you this. All right, when are we saying like someone that smokes a couple a day, or is it like your grandma smoking Virginia
So
Slim
Dom
100s,
Weber knows
rocking
the
a slot
deal.
to casinos? Parliaments with the recess filter.
Everybody used to say that like people will
What's
put
up,
like
Kathy?
the white stuff in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like they had that recessed filter that like people thought was cool. That's so funny, man.
All I know is when it comes to the
That was
smoke
taking me
game,
back to high
I'm
school.
clean. I'm clean. I'm clean.
Godfrey is clean. He got clean lungs.
Yep. Breathing's
there you
key.
go.
You need it for life.
It is
Right,
important. It's
right.
quite important. I'm not gonna argue with you guys at all.
Christian, we need some more sugar plum.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-huh.
Another request.
He's been asking for him, man. He's
The
one
people-
of our customers here. What's
The
up,
people,
Brandon?
the people keep
Yeah.
bringing
You know
it
what,
to
guys?
us,
I'll
man.
tell you what. I think I'm going to go on a Mission Impossible mission. Go into the website when everybody's asleep at like 4 a.m. and just add Sugar Plum Daddy to the website. And put
You guys will say like a whole marketing campaign and Godfrey
Yeah.
sneaking around the warehouse and shit.
yeah,
Trying,
and
you know
then
what I mean?
and then we get 50 orders in for it and be like, what the heck? Now,
Yeah.
you know.
Godfrey's just sitting there like, yep,
Oops.
I did that.
Yeah. So is that still very much a seasonal thing as of right now?
It's seasonal, man. There's been internal discussions with the team
Okay.
on if we should bring it on as a full time or not.
Yeah.
You know,
It was a hit here, man. It
there's a
was
certain
crazy.
seasonality behind it, right? And like, I don't want to start being like the gatekeeper of the scents or nothing like that, you
Mhm.
know. But like, if the people want it, do we do it? Does it make sense? You know, I mean,
Right,
there's a
right.
lot of.
I mean, the thing about
Yeah, back
Sugar
and forth.
Plum Daddy, I feel, is it's the two of those 3 seasonal scents. It's the only one that didn't really feel seasonal. right? Like,
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
you know
Yep.
what I mean? It
Yep.
was, but it wasn't. Like,
Yep.
I mean, to be honest, we know what a peppermint smells like. We know what a birch tree smells
Listen,
like.
I'll
But do
tell
you
you,
really know
man.
what a sugar plum daddy smells like until we had you smell one? Probably
No,
not.
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't.
We're notorious for that, though. You know, there might be a couple things coming in the year that might have
Okay.
unique names to them that might make you have to try them in order to understand what it is we're talking about when we name
Sugar
it.
plum
But, you know,
daddy is top tier. Change the name of sugar plums to non-seasonal name.
daddy.
Now, that will get you
Yeah.
in trouble though with your girl. That will get you in trouble with your girl.
Doesn't
not
make
ready for it.
sense. Yeah. Is there any good plans for any new good sense of variety is a good thing? There's always plans, my friend. Always plans.
It's a great
The
answer.
thing is
Godfrey.
what you guys don't realize is I can't speak to which ones they were, but there are always plans, and there are ones that get rejected, and we're like, that is not fire at all, and we're not going to sell that. So we're just like trash can. It is like
Right.
here at the factory, you know, we don't always.
Every
Every single one's not a hit.
Everything doesn't pass go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did y'all reverse engineer Pan the organizer since yet, or is it still in R&D? Who told you that rumor? Yeah, we got to talk to John on the side. John's
just with it. He's
John's just getting.
He's all
getting
over
stuff.
all over the pop-ups tonight.
I'll leave. You know, when you're doing the masculine scent, sugar cane daddy, I like that.
Sugar cane daddy.
I mean, listen,
I'm enjoying the comments.
I'll let Christian answer that
Crazy.
one
What?
The comments. I like the comments. They're fun.
about
you're right.
Pan, about
You
Pan,
guys are right.
Pan, and
No, I mean,
reverse
listen,
engineer.
we could. I mean, Pan and I have spoke.
Mhm.
You know, things are moving along nicely. You can't rush anything in life.
Right.
That's worth having. Everything that I feel like is good takes time. You know, every once in a while you trip and fall in a pile of golden shit, but that's not often. Most of the time it smells and it's
Mhm.
the nasty kind, you know.
Mhm.
So we're working.
Pan's a
We stay
particular.
cooking in the kitchen over here at BioBombs. It's one of the things we're always doing. You know, we got things that we're trying to work on. We got new scents we're trying to bring out. We got plans for ketchup does belong on eggs.
Yep, she's
Want
right.
to throw a conversation off? That's a perfect comment to pop up, Godfrey.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, now that I lost my train of thought and my appetite, or if I'm thinking about feeding my niece,
Yeah.
you
Well,
do
listen-
eggs on ketchup? We got to ask you this. I mean, it might have came up later, but
I have. That's why when you said your niece, I wonder if that's an age thing or not. I did when I was.
oh
younger.
no, it was an age thing. I take digs about it. I mean, personally, me and I know Christy for sure. She feels the same.
Yeah,
way.
listen, when they get introduced to the spicy ketchup, they get none. All right, minor. If we come out there
Okay.
and there's spicy ketchup, that side of the table gets
That's it.
nothing.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Do you do Tabasco or no?
Yeah,
I'll do both.
I spice everything.
Yeah, I do Tabasco on my eggs.
I spice everything, bro. If I have to go throw heat on something, jalapeno sliced in half, roast it up, I'll throw them things on
Yeah.
everything, bro.
That's right. Man.
Peppers. If you give me, I want real dead peppers. Like summertime, I got like 10, 11 different varieties of hot peppers at the crib.
Okay, you
I
ready?
mean, I'm just throwing them out, dude. It don't even matter. I had a
Right.
buddy of mine that had a nice little hookup, you know,
Okay.
for some vegetables for the past few years. They just show up at my house when I'd be done being
What?
on the road. I'd pop up and all of a sudden I got some nice little babies to start off with and bring to maturity, you know.
Oh,
So I would just have pepper supplies like crazy. So this year I gotta, you know, go outside of my comfort zone and go actually purchase this stuff again in order to do my little garden thing. But
Christy
yeah,
always
hot
coming
peppers
at my
are
neck.
shit.
See this?
Yeah, Christy is steady shooting, bro. If I have my gun, gun, yep, my Jones ain't working. My soundboard's
Yo,
broken.
so I wanted to ask him this, so we'll reel it back to the detail world. So you know, minor,
Dude, it happens all the time.
Yes,
minor. So question for you is, I know you have. Correct me if I'm wrong here, because we were talking on the phone tonight, or not tonight, man, Sunday.
Right.
You know, and got to know a little bit more of your story than we got to know, or at least I did. Now, you were a detailer, and then you got into the detail supply game, right? It sounded like
exactly. Yeah. So we
with
did
your father,
more,
you were doing that with a family
on
business.
the dealership side. Yeah, we did dealership auto detailing. My dad's done that for almost 30 years. You know, that's actually where the love of that came. I always like to say that I only know 2 cents of my dad, and that's going to be pizza when he was a pizza delivery guy at Pizza Hut, and cherry wax when he started detailing. So
That's what's up.
those are kind of the hugs. When I used to hug him, those are the two scents.
Yeah. It was either Pizza Hut or Cherry Wax. Either
Yes,
way, either way, you're hungry both times when you hug
yeah, exactly.
them. Yo,
So we
Pizza
did
Hut
that.
used to be the shot back in the day.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's our background. We did that for a while, and then naturally transitioned. His dream was always to do a detail supply store. He had attempted it years back, indoor swap meet, and it didn't really work out in the way. And well, now I come of
So
age.
did you say indoor swap meet?
Yeah, indoor swap meet. Is that
All
a
right?
thing?
So
over
well, hold on. This I just want to time out because this is a West Coast versus East Coast thing. Out here,
Yeah.
what we call a swap meet is a flea market, right?
Oh, look at that.
Now you guys call it a swap meet, so I know what it is.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I used to always
okay.
hear Dr. Dre talking about the swap meet, and
Yeah,
you know, and I'm like, okay, so that's what I looked it up. So what's a swap meet? I'm like,
Oh,
it's a
look
flea
at that,
market.
man.
So it was basically indoor like swap meet. So
indoor.
that, like he had
They're
like a little
indoor,
stand
though.
there. He was selling supplies and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we got indoor flea markets out here too, especially on the East Coast. But,
Okay, yeah,
all
this
right.
was years ago. That's how he started and stuff. I was still a kid. I didn't really understand, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm a salesman at heart, man. So it just naturally made sense to go and transition to
That's what's
this
up.
second part. This is the
Sure.
season we're in now.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. So
Yeah,
you guys
so I-
actually, you have I mean, how big's your shop?
So we're at right under 1,000 square feet. So
Oh shit, that's a nice size, bro.
grateful to God, we outgrew it. So if you guys do come over, visit us, be patient. Apologize, but
Yeah.
it's not too big yet.
That's
you got
all right, man.
boxes above the ceiling tiles and stuff for
Oh,
storage.
bro.
Like you like.
Yeah, I do. I really do. So that's when people come and shop. You need a box? You need a box? And just take a box.
Yeah. Take these boxes, man. You
Yeah,
never
yeah,
realize
help
that, dude. All of a sudden, you're like, yo, the amount of cardboard trash alone.
I
that you
get
can
hit up all the
create.
time now. People that move, can I get some boxes?
Yep.
I got you. Boxes.
Yeah, man.
Team player.
I'm not gonna lie. If I ever visit you and you want to take me on an adventure that people don't know about me, and you're like, "Yo, do you want to go to like a restaurant or go to the swap meet?" I'm gonna pick the swap meet. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You want the experience.
Yeah. Like, yo, let me get all that. Like, let me see what the food is. Let me see what they're cooking. Let me see. Let me get. Yeah, man. I want to go to the ground floor of Commerce. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
fun, man.
Yeah, it's respectable, Godfrey. I agree with you.
Like, I'm like that over here. Like, I've gone on dates with girls who are like, "You want to go to the flea market?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go to the flea market." And like,
Just go out.
and they're down with it. But I'm just like,
Godfrey's like, yes.
I'm like
Yeah,
flea market.
yeah,
And maybe because I grew up near one in Jersey, but still, like, I'm just, you would go there and find, oh, let me go find the bootleg Larry Johnsons because I had a pair of bootleg Larry Johnsons when I was a kid. Because I couldn't get the real one because we didn't have the money. You remember the Larry Johnsons back in the day, the silver Converse. They were Converse. Were they Converse? I can't remember. They were Converse, weren't they?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Grandmama.
Yeah, grandma.
Yeah, the swap meets are cool, man. You can get a tattoo, you can get a decal, and then you can get.
That's what I'm saying. You got everything there.
Get some Air Forces. It's all there.
Haircut.
Fake ID, a duped key. No, I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
We only have a couple joints that are like around local where at least where I'm not even local to where I'm at, but like one of them's like 45 minutes up towards like, I don't want to say the sticks because it's disrespectful, but further up away from the city or whatever. And the other one that they used to have was probably just an equal distance away. They shut that joint down, but that was wild, dude. This was like a redneck joint.
Oh, really?
So like you would go in this joint and there was like a hardware store that the dude built all the bins by hand, and he would have like ammo crates and shit like that. You know what I mean? But like all types, I mean, just wild stuff. You would like go to like the knife dudes and they have like, throwing stars and all the other shit. But, you talk to them, they pull out like they had like fireworks like before they were legal to be here, and they would have like M80s and stuff like that, and you could like get like panhandle like fireworks at the joint.
Yeah.
And then you can get your hair cut if you were an old 65-year-old dude at the old man barbershop and shit.
Oh my goodness.
But they had killer
There you go.
food though.
You come here, swap me, I go with their flea market, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I got him. I know every single plug around here for that. I will tell you right now. You'll be like, where is he taking me right now? Why am I seeing cows?
What's the joint in Jersey, Godfrey?
Columbus Flea Market is one in Jersey.
That's indoor and outdoor, right?
Yeah.
If
you don't listen, if you don't hear, it's not a real flea market unless you hear Amish people. You hear if there's some merengue in there, then you know that makes it a real flea market, right?
Or
Then
Jersey
you
flea market always popping.
yeah, you gotta have, there's gotta be a couple like herb stores in there. There's gotta be an old school video game store where they're selling old school video games.
Everything.
That's a must.
Multiple.
It's gotta be a candy store where you can buy all the bad candy for you. There's gotta be like a Polish deli, and some guy that just sells pickles only for whatever reason, and a couple of pizza spots, and then you got yourself a flea market. Oh, someone's got to make keys there too. That's always there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sell pets too. You gotta have some fish right there. So
they probably get
some. Oh yeah, the fish. Yeah, I always avoid the fish. I'm just saying, like, I'm like, let me get away from the fish section. It's crowded, but it stinks. That's all I know.
Yeah, because
they need a bio bomb.
They need a bio bomb.
That's
I'm gonna run by there. That's a great skit. Run by there and throw a fresh AF at them. Just I'm out like Spider-Man. Bang.
For real. Those tanks are always so nasty, bro. You could tell, like, you cut the corner of that joint, and it's just like, ugh. Here we go. Like, y'all work in that zone. Shout out to the pet stores though. Mom and pop.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the pet store. I forgot. That's a must too.
Heck yeah, man.
You could daydream about that snake your mom would never let you buy.
That's right. My mom hates snakes too. It's funny you mentioned that. Hates it.
We were lucky, man. My parents let us own. Shit, when we were growing up, we had just about every pet you can imagine, man.
Minor, I'm curious.
Yeah.
We had an alligator, dog.
Really?
Straight up.
Wow.
Like I said, we had just about everything you can imagine. My sister bought it one day like a dumbass, but yeah.
Where did she get the alligator from?
Freaking Tyler.
Oh, okay. I can see.
Because it got too big for him, so my sister took it like an idiot.
What?
Just like, you don't like to pick look, I found a random alligator on the road. Like,
they call him Chewy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You picked him up off the street, or?
No, my boy actually bought it.
Oh, okay.
We did dumb stuff when we were young, man. I mean, I'm talking 20 some years ago, at least 25.
Right.
You know,
that's I'd want to do that.
Like furs, tarantulas, mice, hamsters, gerbils, guinea pigs.
Okay.
Like all types of crazy shit.
So Minor, what was it like? You know, there's a lot of people that start out detailing, right? And they go different directions in the industry if they stay in it. My question is, what was the transition like from detailing to a retail storefront supplying detailers, right? You had an understanding of the business, right? But like, that's a transition, like, right? Like, you know, your expenses are different. Now you have rent overhead, right? Now you're thinking about, do I bring employees in? You probably already had employees, but I'm talking about, like, you know, you got to have people that sell, that know the product. You got to manage your relationships differently. Like, what was that transition like? It's your first year, right? And like, you know, when you got into that, I'm not saying tell me your failures, but like, what are some of the bumps you had, like, going forward, right? Doing that. Because there's a lot of people out there, I think, in this world that are trying to open a detail supply store or that are listening, and they're going through those initial bumps of getting the product in, getting, you know, your store display set, getting your marketing right, your phone number, your Google ad. What was that like?
Yeah, no, it was crazy, man. And it hit me like a freight train, man. So, you know, kind of naive. I think there's power in being naive, though, like thinking that you can do it and then you end up doing it, right? So the science too, man, minimum order quantities. Here in California, they want variety, so you can't just push one line. You know, what may work for one may not work for the other. There's different markets. So just keeping track of inventory was a big one too. And then knowing that we put $1, made 2, put in 4, made 8, it was definitely a struggle. So being patient and just showing up every day, man, that was really key, I guess with anything, any business.
Sure.
But yeah, that was one, definitely. Customer relationships. So we're family owned and operated, but I kind of run the show, and then, you know, my family, they do the behind the scenes stuff, but I'm the one, you know, putting the orders in, stocking, selling, and then doing extracurricular activities like this and social media, you know, making videos, editing. So it's kind of like a one-man show on the front end, but behind the scenes, I have a whole family that supports, you know, covering me, you know, on the off days and stuff like that. So
do you ever get tempted to close the door and put 2 pieces of paper on the window and just sleep in a position in the office where no one can see you taking a nap? Like, you know what I mean? They'll knock on there and you just like this.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's hard, man. Really. So that's why I run on like 5-6 coffees a day. So I love coffee.
How you drink your coffee?
Black, man.
My man.
Yeah, listen. Hold on a second.
Heavy in the mic.
I'm not going to yuck anybody's yums. Yeah, I'm not going to. But
my man.
I mean, like,
facts.
Black coffee. I mean, isn't that boring though? Like, you don't add.
Bro, listen. If you're gonna have a pizza, it's got to be cheese, sauce, and dough, bro.
Right.
Period. If you're gonna
Do
have
you have certain
coffee
blends
and
you
want
take?
to tell me coffee's good, do not put that processed synthetic trash in there. Don't
Right.
throw sugar in it. Don't throw cream in it. Don't throw half and half. Don't throw milk in it. Take the coffee black for what it is and sip on it. That's how
That's
you know
right.
if you got
I
good
feel
coffee
like
or not.
if you're a hardcore coffee drinker, much like people used to
I
smoke
ain't even hardcore.
cigarettes without filters, if you're
Yeah.
a hardcore coffee drinker, I want to see you go into Pep Boys and drink a black cup of coffee in the Pep Boys waiting room and take it straight to the head. Because
Hold
that's
on,
probably
hold on. I mean,
that's got to be the
listen,
worst coffee on earth, probably.
I couldn't.
Or the
I had
dealership
a
coffee is
taste.
a little bit better.
I had a taste in my mouth just from you saying that because I pictured sitting in like the dirty lobby having to do some
Oh.
dumb stuff that I don't want to be doing.
The
on a
pot's a little
unfiltered-
burnt on the bottom because it's
I
that.
wouldn't, dude. The fact that you would even pick that coffee mug or that pot up and even look at it just made
See,
me
but that's
sick.
the thing. I would sit there and I'd be looking and I'd see this
But
guy
you're
come
being
in.
disrespectful
pour
to
it
people who
in.
drink black coffee right now.
I'm
You're
not being
saying that we
disrespectful. I'm
want
just saying
sludge or something that we're
I
like
mean,
good enough for the
yo,
5-day-old pot
I'll see a guy come in
because
he's
you
bringing
put
in his
cream
19.
in it. It's better for you, or like
Just a
what
little
is
cream.
that?
Listen, I'm just seeing a guy come in with his 1989 Lincoln Town Car, and it's slammed to the ground, not because it's on purpose, because he needs new shocks. Okay, he comes in, he parks it. They're like, "Yo, you're gonna owe us $1,500. You need brakes, tires, and shocks. We'll give you the fourth tire for free, and you can have a free cup of coffee." He goes over there, he's like, drinks it, and I'm just like, oh man. So to me, there's Pep Boys coffee, then there's dealership coffee, and then there's the rest above that. The dealership coffee isn't that bad if it's warm, but like I used to sell cars and I would see these old guys, rip a cig, some didn't smoke, and they would drink that dealership coffee straight black. And I'm like, yo, what are they drinking? I'm like, you know what, man? I don't know, man. Can that taste good? And I tried it. I was like, let me try it. Let me try it a little bit. Let me take a little sip and all that.
No.
Like, what is that? Does it have flavor? Like, are you looking for a certain blend? Or are you like, let me get Colombian? Let me get.
Of course, you taste all that difference, bro, when you're not putting sugar and cream in it, dude.
What's the
what
most
it's
flavorful
about.
coffee you can have that has no sugar or cream?
It all depends what you're in the mood for. If you want a
Depends.
light roast, you get a light roast. If you need something a little stiffer, you get yourself a bold. I personally, I'm a big fan of Colombian coffee.
That's a perfect description. Pep Boys coffee, a mix of oil, coffee, and unwashed bathroom hands. Yeah. Rubbing the grinds together. And
Right, the gritty one, the gritty soap. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You ever hear?
Yeah, like we're out of the Gojo. We're gonna just use the coffee rinds
Gojo,
real
bro.
fast, yo. Oh man.
I had someone the other day tell me to use Gojo as a body wash in the shower. I was like, how's that possible? I think they're messing with me.
So bad.
Right there. So watermelon's coffee is really good too. My dad's watermelon, so he makes really good coffee. So hints of chocolate on there, medium roast, dark roast is good too. So yeah, I got you guys.
Yo, I'm telling you.
So is your mom Guatemalan too?
My mom is Salvadorian. So
okay. I got a question for you. What's better, Guatemalan food or El Salvadorian food? Because I know they both have very strong opinions.
First of all,
on this.
you're putting my man against his parents right now. If they
No,
watch the
no,
pod,
they
you try
know,
to throw
they
the okay. I'm trying to protect you.
We grew up more on the Salvadorian side, and my mom was a really good cook. I'm gonna go with El Salvador on this one. Really good. The pupusas. Have you guys tried?
Yeah, I was gonna say he knows where his pupusas is buttered. That's what I was gonna say right there. I work during the day in the restaurant industry, and I've had some pupusas for sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So,
that's what I'm saying. When you come,
I was gonna ask you pupusas or sopas. Which one are you gonna go with? And I didn't.
Swami and pupusas when you guys come over, bro.
Okay.
That's easy enough for me, bro. I can remember that one.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yo, if it looks like a pancake, Christian will eat it. Doesn't even matter. It could be
100%.
black. It could be Pep Boys black coffee mixed in there, but if it smells like a pancake, he's eating it.
Absolutely, bro.
That's what happened, bro.
Yo. Yeah, let's run it, dude.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Still fast as fuck, boy. Come.
All right, so this little thing we do, man, a little fast hitter, nothing crazy. Okay. But since Godfrey brought up something, I might as well drop the first one on you.
Okay.
Pancakes or waffles, dog?
Pancakes.
Hey, my guy. Look at this guy right here, man. Black coffee pancakes. We go to breakfast, man. I'm cool with that. Godfrey be sleeping.
Yo, let's just be honest. Waffles are fire, but they're really a dessert. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Disguised.
I feel like pancakes are a dessert too, bro. If I go to get breakfast, I get the sampler, and I eat my eggs and my hash browns or whatever. If I do toast, sourdough, of course, you know what I'm saying?
But why do
No,
they
I'm
put
just not
the
doing it.
waffle with the chicken when you get it sometimes? It's because the waffle's a dessert.
To me, though, the syrup and the butter and like that's a treat to me, right? So I want to have that on the back end,
Yeah.
you know. Although, shout out to my man Greenwood, he makes this amazing thing. I forget it's called like Porky's pancake or something. And this dude makes a giant pancake in this pan, and then he puts all the meat on the inside. Oh,
Yo.
dude, it's fire, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
bad for you. It's bad for you, but Sizzli's, it's a Wawa thing. And they
Okay.
have these sandwiches where they'll put them in between pancakes or
Yeah.
waffles.
Yeah.
And you know what? They just
hit.
came out with a French toast
They're
one. I was
processed.
like, process me up. Give it to me
Yeah.
right now.
Process me up, right?
I have
Took
one
it
or
right
two
to
a
the
year.
face.
Yeah, I have 1 or 2 a year. They're banging. They're banging. You can eat them every day, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Every day. I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, them breakfast sandwiches, bro. That's easy. You can crush them things every morning if you had the
Right.
opportunity to do it.
So wait, did I hear you? So ketchup on eggs, yes or no? I heard you say yes, right?
Yeah, you
Is that
said
correct?
yes. What do you mean? Like re-enter? Yeah.
I
Yes.
was just
But
making sure.
I won't anymore though. I did. I won't anymore though.
Oh no, what
No,
happened?
not Tabasco. Tabasco. That's my thing.
Oh, just that,
Tabasco.
I say both.
Spice it up, man.
All right, what about Crocs or not?
Oh, Crocs, bro.
Wow.
Well, I know.
All right, wait. So I
It's
want to
all
ask
right.
you this
It's
because
all
your
right.
response, I got to ask you.
Yeah.
Did you say to yourself, man, I can't believe I'm wearing Crocs? Because in your head, before you did, you were like, I'll never wear Crocs. Tell the truth. Is that?
I didn't. I thought I would never wear Crocs. And then I wore Crocs. I was like, man, these are comfortable.
What got you? What brought you over the edge?
So it was COVID. Remember when Crocs was handing out Crocs? When Crocs was handing out Crocs?
Mhm.
Yeah.
COVID?
Yeah.
So that's when I got my first pair. I had a family who was in the medical field, and they
No
gave me Crocs
shit.
to the medical people. Yeah.
No
So that's when I
shit.
put them on, and I was like, there's some random ones too. They were camouflage. Those camo hunting Crocs.
Okay.
Oh,
If
yeah,
I was
yeah,
ever
yeah.
gonna put a pair of Crocs on my feet,
That's
it'd
the
probably be
5-speed.
camo joints.
There you go. Put the straps
For
on.
real. But I'll never put them
You
on.
put the strap on. That's when the 5-speed gets engaged.
That's right. There you go, bro. Yeah. So that's
So-
what I did. I would have never bought it, but
Socks or not with Crocs?
no socks though. No socks.
No socks, just straight bareback Jones
Just
on the
straight-
Crocs.
Yeah,
All right.
that's right,
Okay.
bro. Yeah, Bear Grylls style, bro.
Maybe one day I'll try it. Maybe
Yeah,
one day.
try it out, man. Try it out, bro. You won't look back.
Yeah, EC rocks the Crocs.
He does. A
Yeah,
lot
you
of cats
think
are
you
rocking.
think
They're
we can get
functional.
Jamie to
They're
rock the
functional.
Crocs? And we get
Jamie
him a
ro-
pair of
Jamie-
Subway Crocs?
Jamie rocks Crocs.
Does he?
Oh yeah, he be rocking them things.
Get him a pair of Subway Crocs. He'll rock it.
A lot of people be rocking Crocs.
Dark chocolate is underrated. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Kathy,
to
I have
yeah,
disagree.
to respond to Kathy, yeah, I do eat dark chocolate too. So
It's
That's funny.
underrated.
You're right on it. You're right on it.
Real men wear Crocs, Kevin Cornock says. Thanks, Kev. Welcome to the pod, bud. It's good
Infinite
to have
says,
you.
nah, stinky sewer feet entered the chat. Yeah. I don't know.
Buy
I
your
don't
bomb
know.
mini. Buy your bomb.
Yeah.
Yep.
This brings up me to one of my next questions for you. Socks and Birkenstocks for the ladies, he says. Ay. All right, so sandals, yeah or nah?
No, I'd rather Crocs than sandals.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gain 1 point back with me.
Okay.
I ain't knocking you for the Crocs thing. I get it.
Yeah, right. It's
It is what it is. I just like to beat the whole. I like to,
sandal between the toes. It feels a little weird, bro.
yeah. It's
My dad didn't like that too. He never allowed us to do.
no, I wouldn't either, bro.
That's
Sandals between the toes, you didn't like it?
no, man. It felt weird.
All right. So here's the thing, man.
Okay.
I used to be anti-sandal, and this was my crack moment. But going down to Florida a lot, I'm telling
Yeah.
you, nothing like a pair of flops with some shorts, a nice shirt, chilling on the beach. I could kind of see it. The
Right.
Crocs remind me of the old school Dutch clogs. That's why it's weird to me, with holes. in them,
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm starting to see that there is a lot more support for Crocs than I realized.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're out
I can
there.
understand the sandals thing too, though, because I do jiu-jitsu and most of the guys wear sandals. So, but I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, pause for the jiu-jitsu thing. Who is pound for pound the best MMA fighter in your mind right now? Who do you got?
Currently,
Yeah, currently.
dude, Chama's mean, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that dude's mean. He has has a fist of stone, bro. Like, that dude.
Yeah.
I do
I mean-
appreciate the Dagestani wrestling, though.
Yeah, but you know what though? What about my boy from Georgia, not the country, not the state that beat my man? You know what I'm talking about? I'm
Which
trying
one?
to remember his name. I bet you Stan, my man in here, knows the guy's name, but in the chat, but it was I forget the guy's really hard name, but he wears the fur hat out to the ring. I don't know if you've seen him or not. It's like he beat
who did he beat?
He beat the dude that was he was from Dagestan. He was Khabib's protege, and he beat him.
Oh my goodness, I'm blanking on his name.
I know you're talking. You're a jiu-jitsu guy though, so that's why I had to ask you that. Because if you're a jiu-jitsu guy, you're watching MMA.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Now, as a jiu-jitsu guy, I have to ask you this because I did thoroughly enjoy this, but as a jiu-jitsu guy, you probably didn't like it.
Okay.
How did you feel when McGregor straight knocked out Jose Aldo, like with one punch backed up, when he was like, he's gonna show him a lesson, he's gonna wrestle him, and then he was just like, he was just like, boop.
That was when he was Mystic Mac though, man. That dude's striking was hard, but there was nothing about it. It's just that strike was flawless, bro. Like it was perfectly placed. I think that dude rushed into it too. So
yeah, he played him. So
I would have fainted and then gone for the
yeah.
So I wouldn't just have rushed in like that.
So all right. So Snickers, vein up or vein down?
Oh, jeez, I can't believe you did that to him. They're the worst, bro.
Is it down?
I said vein up.
Vein up? Oh, okay. Wow, my man is coming strong.
I did.
My man is coming. He doesn't even care. I love it. I love
traditional.
He's going traditional. He's going traditional.
Hey,
listen, if you want to blame anybody for the inspiration of this, this is what happens in the Thor chat sometimes. You know, I can't wait to get Ivan on here and talk to him about and ask him that question. You know, because that would just be a clippable moment. Can you imagine that?
That's a viral moment for the pod. For sure.
Can you imagine? I just envision him just like looking glassy eyed, like, what does that mean? Because someone tried to.
I had to explain it in the chat.
Yeah. Side note, Christy in here tried to set a trap for me and said, why don't you explain to him? I was like, nah, you got that, dog. And then someone else did it. I was like, I'm not falling for that. Because they're like, see, Godfrey's being out of pocket again. He's telling Ivan what this is about.
I'm like, all right, I'm left to do it, sir. And I'm like explaining it to him, like, sorry. Like,
right.
I'd rather see the vein than feel it. All right. Now, listen, that's always a crowd pleaser. I knew you were ready for it because the reason why is my man, and we like to show our appreciation here. He said he puts on this takes balls. He puts on the Funkin homies in the store while the store is open. So, I do. So you know, we appreciate that. It's a party in there. This is the background music at DLC. Funkin homies is on. I'm telling you right now. And then all of a sudden it's like they're gonna hear vein up or vein down. And they're like, what? Like, you know, so I love it. I think it's great. I think it's great. Yo, I came up with a new category. I want the chat to come up with it if you guys have one. I heard someone say a phrase last night, and it made me think of funny detail and shade names. And I'll tell you what I'll give you my example. He said he was talking about detailers making content. And he's like, you're out there with your little YouTube brush. I was like, what's a YouTube brush? I was like, wow, that's some tough shade right there. So when I think of YouTube brush, it's like a little brush where it's like your sister's brush from her makeup kit that you stole, you made some content with, and just did a little of this, and it wasn't really doing anything. So if you guys can think of funny detail shade names, you don't have to do one right now if you don't have one, or in the chat, let me know, because I think that's a good category we can start getting on. Am I right, Christian? Is that a good shade name?
I mean, people do. I mean, the thing is this, right? We're not trying to throw no shade if people mention colors of items or what they are. Like, I don't want to ever like bash another company for, like, you know, I'll say that it's just not my steez or something, but you know, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it works out. I'm always down to try something out. Here, let's hit you with a nice simple question, dog. What's your favorite car?
Oh, my favorite car.
Could be regular, could be exotic, don't matter. Just, you know,
don't you say a Kia. Don't you say a
car in your driveway.
I was gonna say Kia Forte just for you, Godfrey.
No, man.
Nah, I really like it has to be car, right? This is good for my short man syndrome, but I like the F-250 turbo diesel.
Okay.
It's not a car, it's a truck, but
what color?
If I go black or that dark gray.
Okay.
Is it lifted?
Oh, it'd be lifted. Oh yeah.
Wow. Oh my God. All right. You're gonna like one of our future guests coming out. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm 5'5" on a good day, so you know I needed.
All right, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. All right.
Yeah.
You got this truck lifted, my man. So how do you feel like when you're doing that? Like,
No, he doesn't have one. He's saying
I
his
don't have. I
own
wouldn't-
truck would be.
all right, but how are you gonna
F-250.
play that out? Like, if you get that, like, right, like to me,
Get
like,
that step up bar, dog. Pull up. My
Step
man
up.
works
All right.
out. You know what I mean? He's good.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, because like that's someone. I'm a bigger guy. They look at me. I'm like, yeah. The valet comes up with my Fiat, and I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna get in this, and they're looking at me like, how the fuck is this gonna happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What Fiat do you have? What Fiat?
No, I don't have a Fiat. I'm talking about if I had a
okay,
Fiat
okay.
out the little tiny Fiat. What is it? I don't even know what it's called. So
Yeah, we
Alfa
probably
Romeo.
gonna get canceled for saying this, but how about that Big John and try to sue the Uber driver or the Lyft driver for not wanting to get in her car, y'all? You hear about that shit?
No.
No.
What is it? What is
Are
it?
y'all for real right now?
I
Hold
promise,
on, let me
bro.
Google this. Big John
Just
will
type
try
in
to sue
big
Uber
rapper,
driver.
suing Lyft or something like that.
It was a
Bro,
rapper.
Bro, no, she ain't a rapper. She probably came out with a track on her phone.
Okay,
like
yeah,
we
yeah,
used to freestyle or whatever. But
Wait.
she's
Oh no,
saying
she is a rapper. She's called Dank Demos.
She's not a rapper.
It says Detroit rapper Dank Demos is suing the rideshare company. Allegedly, she wasn't allowed to enter a car
Bro.
she ordered because of her weight.
Bro,
I swear, I'll send it to you right now. It's on NBC News. Her name
Bro.
is Rank. What?
it was wild to me. The fact that a lawsuit could even be bought up for something like that.
That's
But
crazy.
let me ask you a question though. If she wins, would you hire that lawyer?
I don't think that she could fit in the small car that the dude had. So he was like, yo, like, I don't think this is going to work. And she was like, bing.
The funny thing is, I would love to be there because, like, when
'Cause
someone
you know,
learns,
Lyft ain't reimbursing you for the car if something happens.
I hope the dude is like Ukrainian or Russian, right? Because, like, what I mean is,
Damn,
when you,
Stan, he's sending
I'm-
shots at you, dog.
yeah. Well, he'll agree with me on this. When people learn from certain countries language, English as their second language, they're more direct. So he's probably like, "You can't fit.
Right.
Nope, you cannot fit.
Right. He might
Out.
say something
You
foul.
can't fit."
Yeah,
And he's probably thinking in his head, he's saying, "You can't be in the car. You won't fit." But in her
Right.
head, he's like, "He's calling me fat. He's saying I
Right,
can't
right.
fit."
right.
Dude, they used to happen
Controversial.
back in the day at Great Adventure. I used to see people when I used to work there that they would be like, "We don't know if you can get on the ride," and they would feel bad, and they would get them in.
Yeah.
They would survive the ride, and then the line would be held up because they had to get them out, and they had trouble getting out. I've seen that happen at least 3 or 4 times. I felt bad for the person. I'm like, because in my head, I'm honest with myself. I'm like, you know what? My ass is too big for this. If that was me, I'm not getting on this roller coaster. It's not worth it.
Well, plus you're going at that super fast speed, right? So it's like sucking you back into the seat and stuff.
Right,
So you're probably like, you know, I can see
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know how we went off on this. My bad. I'm sure this one was my fault. Let's go back.
It was your fault. That definitely was your fault.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Favorite food.
Oh man, I like Chinese food, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's your go-to on a Chinese menu?
I'm sorry.
What's your go-to on a Chinese menu?
Teriyaki chicken,
Oh,
and then you gotta have with the orange chicken. It's a staple. You have to.
orange chicken is a staple. I do like me some orange chicken.
Orange chicken teriyaki. Half
Some
and
lo
half.
mein or some pork fried rice. I like.
Bro,
You know.
That's sriracha.
Yeah, man. Of course, bro. Of course.
After this.
Mm.
Fast food, yeah or nah?
I try to limit it, man. I'm with you guys. You know, I had an epiphany 2019 when they were pushing that COVID vaccine. I
Yeah.
didn't want to get vaccinated. I'd rather just
yeah.
get healthy.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
that's
you
the
got
coffee.
plus 20 to
black
me,
coffee,
dog.
yeah.
I'm about
Yeah,
to
bro,
get
yeah,
the
so
whole
do
I'm about to get the whole podcast canceled.
What about In and Out?
Oh, no. Oh,
That's different, bro.
that's
That,
different.
no,
bro.
whoa,
Yeah, that don't
whoa. That's not different. That's
Don't do this shit right
Yeah.
now. We're an hour and 3 minutes
Yeah.
in, Godfrey. Bring
It's
this up
good,
next
but
time or
I'm just
something. We ain't
saying-
doing this right now.
Well, I'm not like Jamie and a cleaner out here trying to put like, you know, the McDonald's cheeseburger is number one. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying In and Out, it's good. But my question is, you swore off fast food, but I know
He didn't say
In-N-
he swore it off.
He said no.
Tries.
I
okay.
limited.
all right. So
Jeez.
how much do you hit your side
I'll
piece
tell you.
up In and Out? That's what I want to know. How
It's
many
not
times a
a-
month?
The problem is this, man. Like, because we want to limit our intake of this stuff, you guys want to chastise us for it. Like we're saying, we're never going to eat. We're human beings, bro. Like we want to live and enjoy the gluttonous life too. We just don't want to do it 7 days a week.
Who's
Yeah.
eating In and Out 7 days a week though?
Man, stop trying to little my point up or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, I
saying.
tweaked it. Yeah, like I said, I do more good than bad, but I still
Yeah, that's the
partake.
way to do it. That's the way to
You're
do
like,
it.
I'm
All
just
right.
not gonna do double animal. I'm gonna do single
Oh
animal
no,
style.
I still do double, bro. Double.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, I
Oh,
dig
yeah.
that. If you're gonna do it, go hard or go home, or don't do
You
it
gotta
at
do it
all.
right,
Heck
bro.
yeah,
You gotta do
man.
it right. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
is In-N-Out overhyped in your guys' opinion? You guys that aren't?
Nah, dude. We went there
Mm,
before we left. I
Yeah.
guess it was the night of the Uber thing, right?
Yeah.
It's so
Godfrey?
good.
And
dude,
Christian got lucky because luckily I was versed in the Uber skills. That was the Vegas SEMA. We went there,
Vegas. Yeah,
and
you're
this
right.
dude left his whole bag in the car, and we were like,
Okay.
oh shoot,
Hello,
and he's panicking, and we're our flight's leaving an hour and a half. He's like,
First of all, we weren't panicking. We gave the driver our number. We gave him a bunch of sample bars and shit like that or whatever.
right, but you were stressed. You weren't even touching that In-N-Out until you knew he was coming back. You were
Well,
stressed.
of course, we had a freaking flight in 45 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the In-N-Out is good.
I loved it.
If you could if we're putting it in a fast food burger
I'll
category,
smash them joints, dude.
sure, yeah, for sure. It's all about the sauce.
Give me 4 doubles. I'm in.
Oh yeah.
No fries. I don't even need it. Give me 4 doubles.
That's oh yeah, 4x4.
Straight up. I'll slam that, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, if I had to do, I'd make wiser choices. Chipotle, Pollo Loco.
Sure.
I'm not doing Taco Bell and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Well, shit, man, don't you, the Taco Bell run? And listen, you're a man of riches out there, being out in California. You got all these,
you do have.
But if you're in,
of authentic,
I know one of
joints
my
to
buddies
eat
in here
at.
is listening probably from Ohio, but if you're in Ohio or Michigan in the middle of the night, Taco Bell might be what's it. You know what I mean?
The top's here, right there. Yeah.
I was in Ohio. They were telling me not to go to Waffle House. So
Nah, you don't go there late night.
Yeah,
Not
you
by
gotta go there
yourself, at
before
least.
11 p.m.
Just don't go by
Right,
yourself.
that's
You want to go with a group of like 5.
Okay.
Then you comfortably don't have any issues.
That right. So that's what they told
Anything
me.
less than that, man, you gotta be ready.
Five Guys is good.
Yeah,
I'll put it to you this way: Five Guys is
If it's
the
beef,
adult.
I
It's
don't
the adult
care.
burger. Okay, it's the adult.
Five Guys
burger.
the adult burger.
Oh, that's how you feel about it, Godfrey?
That's how I feel. Five Guys is it's because look, she said it's for rich people. That's right. it's they do give you a proportion correct to what you're paying, in my opinion.
Justifiable proportion. There you go.
Yeah, but
This guy's a salesman.
yeah, it is. Listen, man, he knows. He's like, listen, the dilution rate, you're gonna get the value out of the bottle. Like he's talking about dilution rates all day. We know it. How many times do you bring up dilution in a week?
Right. Oh, a lot. Too much, bro. Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
What is the one thing that you
I do
talk
everything.
about the most where you wish you didn't have to talk about it as much as being a supplier? Like, what's
Great
the one
question.
thing?
The product that I talk about the most?
No, the one thing you talk about the most that you wish you did not have to talk about as a detail supplier.
Oh, as a detail supplier, man.
Like the one thing you feel like you repeat more than anything else, basically.
Yeah, I would say all of the spray waxes. So differentiating between carnubas, sealants, polymer sealants, SiO2s. So finding out, I talk about it a lot.
Well, because it's a 4-minute explanation every time you got to get
It is.
into it.
You got to get kind of scientific sometimes too, and it's like Pineapple Express. It's gonna sound a little too scientific type of thing, and I go down that rabbit hole.
Good reference.
Good
Yeah,
reference. So,
All right, so let me hit you with a little West Coast, East Coast thing. Biggie or Tupac?
oh, bro, I'm Biggie. I'm West Coast, man.
Are you?
I
No
do,
shit.
bro.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Right now, I'm a square, bro. I'm 30. I'm just work home. I don't do nothing. But back then, I like to turn up a little more. I like Biggie. Biggie was more turn music.
Okay. So
Sorry, guys.
on the same
I feel like
topic.
Biggie had more bass to his beats. That's why.
He did. It was, you grew more. It was more fun, bro. It was more uppity.
I don't know. I'll argue, man. I mean, I was a big Pac fan. I loved Biggie too. I was a huge Pac
It was
fan.
deep. It was definitely deep. Poetic and say it was beautiful. But I was here for a good time, not a long time. So.
Well, both of them, unfortunately, rest in peace to the legends. They were both great. Both left us too early. 2 young kids basically being idiots that were just young, got caught up in the bullshit. Because we think about it now being older. I mean, you're a little younger than us or whatever, but we look back, that's just damn near 25 years or whatever. It's like, to me, it's, it's like y'all are kids. I'm looking at you now like, man, I can't believe this shit and whatever. And it's like, man, like we were young, man. Back when we were that age, we were acting like idiots. I mean, we're not doing the same shit they were, but.
Right.
So, Minor, someone wanted to know what product that you have sells the most.
So right here we carry direct distributors. We're for Ultra Clean, Shine Supply, and Malco. And recently been selling a lot of Shine Supply, like a ton of
Okay.
Shine Supply. Jeremy did
Okay.
a really good job here on our West Coast with that.
Okay.
And then Malco just launched the 3 new products, Slick, and that's been a competitor bead maker. It's been moving really well too. So Malco does some good stuff. So, and then Ultra Clean, I don't even have to speak about it. Honestly, they're all good, man. So in terms of lines, they all go at it, which is pretty cool. I'm grateful that we've been able to pick the lines strategically in a good, better, best type category in terms of cost. You know, so
Okay.
they all do pretty good. So
Yeah, options are a beautiful thing, man.
right.
You know, I thought you were gonna say bio bombs, but I'm whatever. No, I'm just
Oh,
joking. I'm
I'm
just
talking about the liquids. The liquids.
no, I'm playing with you. What's
Don't
your
let 'em mess with you, bro.
what's your favorite scent, and what is the most popular scent that you sell for bio bombs?
Okay, so my favorite is Dope Soap. I think that one's
I haven't heard.
really
Okay,
good.
I love that.
I personally enjoy Dope Soap.
I love
And
that.
top seller is Iced Out.
okay.
We sell and Cherry. That's a close second. Cherry.
Poppin' cherry's underrated.
Pop and Cherry, and then Iced Out is the top 2 right here. But
See, that's
Iced
the
Out-
first one I tested was Poppin' cherry. So that's
Poppin'
to
Cherry,
me,
okay.
that's near and dear to my heart. That's the first one
Yeah.
Christian came in to test. This is probably like what I don't know,
Yeah, but
3-4 years ago.
you had that thing in the whip for a while, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
and
so
then I got it. I'm telling you that I got like 4 months out of that thing. I swear to God.
right. No, I believe it, man. Yeah, my brother has the old Chevy. We put Dope Soap, and it was there forever. We just forgot about it, and it still smells, man. Like, it
So,
still
Myron, tell
smells.
everybody where you're located real fast so they know.
We are located in Victorville, California. It's San Bernardino County, the high desert, to be specific. So
Okay. Because I'm looking here in the comments. There's a couple people that says something I want to get to them or whatever.
yeah, come visit us. Eh?
Yeah, he said in Victorville, you get a lot of detailers stop by and restock from Vegas or mostly Cali.
Oh, okay, cool. No, so we get a lot of Cali, but we oh my goodness, what's the name? BG of Southern Nevada. We have a good relationship with them, so we kind of pass Malco over to each other. And,
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, same thing. China, same thing twice.
yeah, same thing. Yeah. So we do a lot of Cali, but we're 2 hours away from Vegas.
Okay.
But there's some good stores out there in Vegas as well, man. That But
I'm
if
with
you do
that,
ever pass
Brandon.
by Vegas, then we'd be happy to service you as well.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
snap. Dope Soap getting some love in here, man.
Yeah, dope soap. It is, man. I feel clean.
I think
bro.
it's a little slept on, you know. People sleep
It's-
on dope soap.
It's one of my heaters. I mean, if you give me a top 3, it's in there for sure.
What do you guys consider the best?
The best seller is
best seller, yeah.
Fresh AF.
Yeah,
Like,
fresh air. Okay, yeah.
3-1 almost. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
Fresh
weird.
AF.
It slowed down a little bit, but like the winter time has something to do with kind of numbers being a little bit skewed. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'll tell you what, like Iced Out's right on its ass, and Squash LLC is
Squash is really
right
good.
there. You know?
Squash is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like the cherry, the vitamin C, vanilla, those like designated like scents that are like food or fruit oriented or whatever.
Right,
You gotta
right.
want that. You know what I mean? It's like a different kind of like, yeah, it's a different kind of thing. But personally, I mean, poppin' cherries and vitamin C, I love both of them, man.
Yeah,
You know what's
mine.
really cool?
I like, you know, there's one I like that was it's juicy melons is a favorite of mine, right? But you know, I might get in trouble for that one, but I'm just saying it's a good one, right? But my favorite is I like vanilla cream a lot, man. I think people, you know, I like some of that sweet smell in it. It's not overpowering, you know. So probably my favorite is vanilla cream, to be honest.
Okay.
Squash
Okay.
is a close second for me.
Yeah.
I've been playing around with a super secret thing we're working on. So Dan,
Okay.
Flawless, don't worry. I'm gonna try your squash dice. It's coming up soon. I have the perfect scenario.
Dude, I
for
feel
it.
so bad. I'm at the drop.
I'm gonna try it. I have you in mind. I got it lined up.
The funny thing is, I just put a squash bar in the truck like a week ago because I was trying to pull out the seasonal. So I'm like, let me throw a squash in. It's been a while or whatever. And literally, I didn't have iced out at the crib, as ridiculous as that sounds, and I wasn't able to do it. So it's on my list to snap.
He says squashed out, but I feel like if we ever did that, we would call it iced squashed or squashed ice.
I mean, squashed out ain't bad.
Squashed out is good too. Squashed
Squashed out?
ice.
But you gotta throw ice in it for people that don't know. So I
Yeah.
get where you're coming from.
Squashed
Godfrey's
ice.
always on the sales thing. You know what I mean? Cherry and melon.
See,
pie
gotta try
sounds good.
squash ice. Someone already adopted it right there.
That's a good
Boom.
one. That's a good one.
You know, with the
Squash ice.
Fresh AF, the spray, that's been really good too, because we also cater to the janitorial side.
Oh,
And
okay.
I got a lady who swears by just dumping the Fresh AF spray on her
Yep.
bucket. She mops the floors, and her customers love it.
Wow.
Really?
We
Yeah,
got people mopping
That's
floors
cool.
with Fresh
So
AF.
yeah, she mops it. Yeah, she mops it.
That's funny, man.
That's great.
Since we're all adding little
Little special
tips and
hacks
stuff.
to bio bombs
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
little hacks.
We were trying to average a bio bomb hack a week. There you go. There it is right there.
Dropped a bunch in there for sure.
Mop with
So-
Fresh AF.
Well, listen, let me wrap. I got to wrap a couple of these questions up real
Mhm.
fast before we get out of here. And they're going to be fast. Favorite artist right now?
Favorite artist right
Give me
now.
a good couple. You can just spit out who you listening to.
You know what, man? I
Country
listen to a lot
boy?
of indie. I listen to a lot of indie stuff, man. I don't, in terms of rap, I don't really listen to rap, but
Are you a rock
Who you
guy?
listen to?
nah, you know, there's this band called The Midnight. It's like
Okay.
synthwave sound. It's
Okay,
such a
okay.
good band. It's a good band, man. So
Send
then
me
nostalgia type. You know what I mean?
Send me
So
something tomorrow.
I'll send you something. Yep. I'll send you something.
Seriously. I listen to all types of music, so I want to listen.
Is it like emo? Like, am I gonna hear Christian going?
No.
"Tonight's the
Yeah,
night"?
yeah. It's not a phase, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. The Midnight. It's a good synthwave. You know, kind of like I would say kind of mature.
A synth wave. All right.
Yeah,
I could dig it.
Yeah. If you ever
Godfrey
look-
get down with that shit. Godfrey
Yeah.
used to be the
Yeah, okay.
All day
He
long.
spent
I used to shuffle it back in
years
the day, too.
years
I know
in the
that.
club listening to that stuff for hours till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yep. Going
He's
into
Yeah,
the
dead
day.
ass.
I used to get down, man. Yeah.
There has been times back in the day when I've been in New York City and I went in when it was dark and I came out when it was light. You know, it was a hell of a night. That's
With
all I
the
gotta
glow
say.
sticks, yo, she's dropping the heat again. You know,
With
it. You know, okay,
No.
You
White,
know,
white chick style, bro.
I wasn't the glow stick guy, but I did. People
She's
were
the
there with
best,
it.
man. I
yeah.
swear, every time she's in the chat, man, she just cooks you, and I love
I
it.
think I just have to start muting
made
her
it to my
like
Christmas
45
list
minutes into
this
the
year.
pod. I just got to start hitting the mute button on her. Put user in timeout.
Oh, you see, these guys are good artists. Arctic Monkeys, Modest House. The
Oh
Slow.
yeah, there we go. Yep.
There you
That's
go.
Arctic
my alley.
Monkeys.
That's my alley. I enjoy that music. a
All right,
lot.
yo, somebody send me a playlist, man, for real, please.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I got
we
a
have a
couple.
good place. You guys come over, you can vibe with us too. We got all the music playing. My
All
son
right,
loves
all right.
Michael Jackson right now, so he's obsessed
Okay.
with it. I'm listening to Thriller every day right now. So
That's what's up. You gotta put him down. Michael's got a lot of classics, man.
oh, he does.
My
bro.
sister was obsessed as a kid. So
Yeah,
like
with Michael.
we had like the VHS tapes for like we had everything, bro.
The collection, the
Yeah,
gold
man.
collection, silver.
She's
platinum.
still mad at me that like somebody borrowed it and didn't give it back. And Chris,
Oh,
it's your
bro.
fault or whatever. And I'm like, Simone, you don't even own a VCR anymore. Like,
Yeah,
why are
I
you
know.
even mad at me for it? Well, they're probably worth money now because he's not alive and blah blah blah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
but
the Michael Jackson moonwalk game was underrated.
it was, but it was weird.
Yeah,
It
wearing a
was
white
weird. There
suit.
was some weird stuff in it. The arcade version was a lot better if anybody remembers that. But
Yeah.
we're gonna go down rabbit holes again. We gotta try to start
Yeah.
clipping these pods out of the hour and 15.
Oops.
All right, yo, last one is one of the hardest questions out there. Loyalty, respect. Which one?
Loyalty, brother. Loyalty.
This guy just
Loyalty.
winning my heart over even more. You're a
Yes,
great guy to
yes.
work with, man. But that means a lot. Obviously, we have
Brother,
a business relationship, so I appreciate that.
You can't have loyalty without respect, but it can be said the same the other way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I feel the
you
same
can't
way.
respect somebody without loyalty. So
I feel the same way, man. Well, listen, dude, it was an absolute blast to have you on the pod.
Bro.
Thank you so much for joining us, bro. You've been a pleasure to work with as a partner.
Yeah.
You've been a really great guy. It was great meeting your family, man, at the Uber situation or Uber Christmas party we had. One of the things that attracts me to you, man, is just a guy who's in business or whatever, is your bright smile and your ability to be able to connect with your audience and
Yeah.
kind of make people feel, you know, like they're part of. You talk to people a certain type of way, man. You have a certain what's the phrase I'm looking for? Godfrey, je ne sais quoi about him.
yeah, like,
Yeah. Wow. Look at you beefing up the
Right.
vocabulary.
I mean, listen, I'm on this damn thing every week. I gotta start getting a little bit better with my lingo.
Je ne sais quoi. Wow.
Now, ask me to spell it, and I'll tell you to pound Sam on the podcast. You know what I mean? But in reality, I just want to say, man, thank you very much for everything. It was great to have you on.
Yeah.
You know, come on back, man. Let's celebrate year 2. You know what
let's
I
do
mean?
it. Yeah, I want you guys here physically though. For you.
Yo, we'll fly out. Don't tease me with a good time.
Oh,
Godfrey-
man.
Godfrey's
Yep.
scared to fly, but I'll come out anyway.
Please, I'll fly all the time. But Yeah, thanks
Godfrey's
for
my
tuning in,
handler.
everybody.
I'm the one scared to fly.
Yeah. Yo, share, like, subscribe, smash that button. Let your mom listen. Let your aunt listen. It's all good. You know, there's something for everyone. Not
Yes.
safe for work sometimes, but you know that's how we roll.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
enough where we don't get demonetized.
Of course.
I think we got away this week, Godfrey. You didn't drop an F-bomb.
I'm tired.
I still
No,
got to beep out. I still got to beep out the F-bombs that are in the fast AF round. So I guess we kind of got demonetized anyway. So
Yep.
Tech 9, hell yeah, Tech 9. Christy, I tell you what, I'm kind of crushing on you, girl. You be cooking, Godfrey, and you like Tech 9. I'm all about it.
Cali trip is. We've been out there before. We'll go out again.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Cali tour. Like,
Okay,
at some
yeah,
point,
bro.
we're gonna do a tour.
That would
We're
take
gonna-
like a week at least.
We're gonna
because
come
that's
in
a
for
big
a
state,
solid,
my friend.
We're gonna come in for a solid week, man. We're gonna plan it the right way, and we're gonna
Yes,
see
sir.
everybody.
Just to let you know, driving from SoCal to Sacramento ain't like driving from South Jersey to North Jersey. That's like it's like 7 hours, right? Like
It's a drive. Yeah, it's a drive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. So
yeah, for
and,
sure.
and thank you guys too, man. I appreciate you guys having me on board and
absolutely, bro.
considering me, for this week's podcast. Thank you guys, everybody on the chat. You guys are awesome and made me laugh as well. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
That's one thing we like to do here is make people smile, man.
Yes,
No
sir.
problem, man. And if the customers at DLC are listening to the show when it's playing in the background, appreciate my man Miner here. Be nice to him. Give him a 5-star review. Sharon's caring.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anybody
Thank you,
doesn't
guys.
follow the Instagram, shoot a follow over. Miner's working hard to build up his base and get a little bit more established, so any little bit helps. We're a pretty supportive community over here. So if you guys get a chance, please, by all means. If not, Miner, pop on YouTube, go to the House of Rags page or whatever, pull this up, drop all your information in there so people can give you a follow.
Appreciate you guys.
As soon as we clip this thing. All right. Everybody have a wonderful night, man. It was great to see you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Everybody, we appreciate you. Stay fresh, y'all.
Peace.
Thanks, homie.